Now your dad is ticked off at us. You really know how to get us into trouble.
Nonsense with the Varaxo is getting completely out of hand. Your Uncle Anton means well, and he's only doing what he thinks is necessary to protect our interests, but his methods are wrong. Sending you kids to do something so dangerous and illegal was unconscionable. We're lucky the only thing lost was a YT-1300. Look, I don't like the Varaxo either, and I don't really trust them, but there are more important dangers to worry about right now. The Empire is coming unglued, and the Rebel Alliance is the best hope we have. That's why we're trying to help them however we can. If we're going to be successful, we can't afford this petty struggle with the Varaxo. And we sure can't afford to have the Empire take greater interest in our operations. While Galin and I were away, we made arrangements to procure a supply of Bacta for the rebellion. Because of past difficulties with certain smuggler groups, the Alliance needs us to play the middleman. Now, contrary to Anton's opinion, I am not blind to the dangers. We're dealing with some shady characters, and we're going to keep our eyes open. I have no intention of going in without backup. That's where you come in. I've gone over the details with Emkay, and he'll fill you in.
Tomaas and Galin are using a Gallo-free yards medium transport, Sutra, to pick up a supply of Bacta on the black market. You and I, Aeron and Emon will all go along for backup. You and I will fly the Sabra, Emon the Andrasta, and Aeron the Otana. Your father's Carillion YT-2000 transport, the Otana, is a beauty of a ship that I would love to fly. We will be meeting our contact with the smugglers at Saruwen Station. The contact will give us the final coordinates for the cargo transfer. We must be very careful. This is risky business. If we are discovered by a chance Imperial patrol, we may have to run for it. If we are identified, our choices become more limited. Under such circumstances, we would have to make sure the Imperial patrol never report to base. Think of it. We may have to tangle with Imperial fighters. Tomaas and Galin are using a Gallo-free yards medium transport, Sutra, to pick up a supply of Bacta on the black market. You and I, Aeron and Emon will all go along for backup. You and I will fly the Sabra, Emon the Andrasta, and Aeron the...
This nonsense with the Varaxo.
Looking good, everyone. Let's head out.
What's the deal with Uncle Anton? He didn't even wish us luck.
He'll come around. He just hates losing arguments with Dad. That, and he always tends to assume the worst.
Next up, station!
You're late, Asamin. I am thinking you are not serious. I am arranging with much difficulty for such small gain.
Come on now, we're right on time. Don't try to renegotiate our very first deal, friend. Remember, I promised a lot more business if this goes smoothly.
Yes. I am assuring you smooth operation. I am transmitting coordinates now. You are following me. Docking now with the Endron.
Acknowledge, Raveno. Vasudra will dock with the Endron. Initiating cargo transfer now. This will take several minutes.
Vasudra, we're having trouble with our pumps. Stand by. We're gonna send a few technicians out to take a look.
Fine. I guess we'll just sit tight for the moment.
So much for smooth operations. How many technicians does it take to check out the pumps? Something fishy's going on.
They're heading toward the Vasudra's engines. It's a double cross.
I have company.
We are hating to disappoint you, but you are surrendering now.
Guess again, scumbag. Aeron, you and I have the firepower to take on that gunship.
Hey, Ace! Attacking craft, dead ahead.
Which means you'll have to take out those so-called techs, Ace.
What's your status, Dad? Those technicians are disabling the Vasudra's engines. Galin! Vasudra, come in! These smugglers are pulling a trick!
I suspect they are fighting off a boarding party right now.
The Raveno is making a run for it.
Be a surprise. You'll have to muscle their cards. Keep it up!
Report on primary target. Their shields are up. for those thermal lasers! Report on primary target. Their hull is damaged. Report on primary target. They have been destroyed.
We annihilated them.
That is the last of the technicians.
Who else wants some?
Ace and Emkay handle themselves superbly under fire. You should let them take the Otana next time.
Good work, kids. I knew I could count on you. Galen and I have sorted things out on this end. We've convinced the End Run's captain to finish the transfer. All right, the cargo transfer is complete. Let's go home. What about the End Run? You want to just let them go? You think we should space them or something? Well, after what they just pulled? Yeah. Sorry, boy. That's not a good way to do business. Besides, I agreed to spare them if they just gave us the Bacta. Proud of how you all handled a tough situation. As long as we stick together, we can handle anything.
How was that for a little excitement? That bunch of criminals were just using the Bacta supply as bait. If they'd captured us, we would have ended up dead or sold to slavers. But I knew I could count on my kids if we got into a tough situation. You made me proud. This experience should teach you we live in dangerous times. We must always be on guard against treachery. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't do what we think is right. It's okay to take risks, as long as you take adequate precautions, and the goal is worthwhile. I think helping the rebellion to overthrow the Empire is worthwhile, don't you? Get some rest. We'll be going out again soon to deliver the Bacta to the Alliance. I'm gonna try again to get Anton to see the light.
That is a cool gift you were given in the last mission. Ace, now this sounds exciting!